sappers round Khe Sanh. And I sold my soul with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the silver city, and it's only other vets could understand. Khe Sanh by Cold Chisel. Probably one of the most requested songs at gigs in Australia that I know of. It's a classic song and we're going to take you through it all the way today. Download your chart. It's a great chord progression that lasts for 16 bars. Once you get that down, it's easy peasy. Open chords. The trickiest one is going to be your D sus2 over F sharp. And that's a transitional chord that gets you from the G down to the E minor, like this. That's the hardest thing you're going to deal with in this song. Strumming, easy as pie. We'll get that rocking in a minute. But first of all, the 16-bar chord progression, the key chord progression that gets you through this song is as follows. E minor, C, G, slash F sharp, D sus2 over F sharp, that is. E minor, C, D, E minor, C, G, C, and you'll see here I'm doing a C add 9 instead of a C. You can do a C add 9 instead of a C anywhere in this song, and anywhere in pretty much any song. It's kind of interchangeable, but what that does is that really helps you get from G to C quickly and easily. Continuing that, E minor, C, G, C, A minor, F, D. Ninth bar in this progression is E minor, C, and then we come to this bar where we go G, C, G, slash F sharp, keeping it going, E minor, C, D. So as you're doing that bar with 4 chords in it, they move pretty quickly, so try and get those changes happening nice and smoothly and it won't hold you up. The last 4 bars of that pattern, E minor, C, G, C, A minor, then D instead of the F, which tells you it's about to turn around and go back to the start, and the final bar is another one of those 4-bar quick change chords, quick change bars. And you hit your repeat sign and you go back to the start of that progression for another verse. This song does 3 verses, which is that whole first section of 16 bars, after the intro that is, and I'll get to the intro in just a second. After that first 16-bar pattern, you hit the repeat sign, you do it again, that's verse 2. Then you do it again, that's verse 3. Only after verse 3 do we move through and do a solo, which is kind of almost the same progression, but you'll see on your chart, you know, it's pretty straightforward. That's where the organ solo comes in. It's an 8-bar solo. Then at the end of that solo, you hit the DS, which means del segno, which takes you back to the start of that 16-bar progression at the beginning of the verse again. And that's actually a chorus. So the chorus is the same chord progression as the verse, but it comes after 3 verses and a solo. Then DS al coda means go back to the sign, play that through, but when you get to the end of that section again now, you'll see that little crosshair symbol. That's telling you to go to the coda, which is down the bottom after the solo section, and the last 9 bars are the chorus kind of repeating to go out. And it's 9 bars because the very last bar you land on a G. So it's really an extra 8 bars to kind of double up that chorus and take you out to the end of the song. Now, strumming first or intro first? Let's do the strumming because it's quite easy. You're going 1 and 2. On the 2, do a silent strum. Let your hand fall past the strings, because on the next and, on the next E, actually, on the next 16th note, you're going to do an up strum. So you're going 1 and 2 E and A, 1 and 2 E and A, 1 and... Then when you get to the chords where they're changing a little bit more quickly, you just just do downstrokes on the chord changes where they change quickly, but the rest of them, you follow that pattern. 1 and 2 E and up. 1 and 2 E and up. Down, down, miss, up, down, up. Okay? And once you get that feeling good and natural, you can really speed it up and thrash it out, because that's kind of how this song needs to be played. And it doesn't matter if you're strumming with your fingers like me or if you're using a pick, it's the same kind of thing. Down, down, miss, up, down, down, miss. And that miss is key to getting that strumming pattern feeling nice and natural. So see if you can work it in there. And that keeps your hand moving like a metronome, and then your hand will keep you in time rather than you having to stop and start, and you just want that to be nice and easy and not to have to think about it, because you're concentrating on your chords, or you're singing, or shaking your head, or doing whatever it is you're doing. Now, the intro that you heard me play at the very start, it's a piano intro, so it's not this, but if you're on your own and you want to play it on the guitar, this is how I would do it. Right, so I'll do that one more time, nice and slow. Do all that first little hammer on with your first finger, then these two fingers can move up and take this, what is a G major? It's a G with a major third, so part of your G major chord if you like there, but it's 5 on the D, 4 on the G. And then with your other finger here, pinch those, or if you're playing with a pick, you can do that. But you pinch those two notes, or pick those two notes, and then play the open B string. Come down to the next position, do the same thing. Next position, move over to the A and D strings, and now the open string you're playing is the G. Keep going down. Last one. And on that very last one, you hold that without playing the open string. It gives you an extra beat to get ready for the chord and the singing. That's all there is to it. I know that seems like a handful, but if you don't want to play that intro, you don't have to. You can just start on the verse. So let me know what you think of that. It's just an all-time classic Australian song. I don't know how famous it is over in America or the other countries that watch this channel, but let me know. I'd love to hear whether you guys actually rate Cold Chisel, or whether you've heard of them, or if they're very popular over there. I am aware that they have chart success overseas, or have had chart success overseas, but I'm always curious to know kind of when we have big bands in Australia, how big they actually are in other countries. So things like, Cold Chisel and In Excess, and, just let me know. Drop me a comment. I love to hear from people. Let's have a conversation. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking and sharing and doing all the fantastic things that you guys do to support this channel. I really appreciate it very much, truly. And we'll see you here again soon.